Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome back to this Friday edition of Thoroughbred Action here at Gulfstream Park. It is a beautiful afternoon. We'll take a look at those track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with the fast main track and a firm turf course, sunny skies and temperatures in the low 80s here today. First of 11 on the Friday card at a mile and a 16th over the main track. First finish line race. Starter allowance horses in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch number 7, Morgan's Harbor, a field of 6. First race favorite, number 3, Chepstow. Racing at Gulfstream. Good beginning for Chiseled and a good beginning for Chepstow, but from the far outside, Bit Growth is trying to cross and clear, and Bit Growth has crossed and cleared. He leads it by a length and a half. So Chepstow has taken off his game. He'll have to flank the leader while racing a joint second alongside Chiseled in third. Then back fourth is Good Time Had by All, working a length better than Cold Blood, and 5 to the stretch runner, Cheech Thunder. Around the first turn they go. Bit Growth keyed up. He leads it by a length and a half. From the outside, Chepstow is second. Back third is Chiseled. From fourth and Good Time Had by All, Cold Blood. On hold second last for Carlos Hernandez, about 4 lengths off the lead, and 6 to Cheech Thunder. The opening quarter was 23 and 3 at a big price, 45 to 1 the leader. Bit Growth a half a length. Chepstow draws alongside second. Back third is Chiseled. Back fourth is Good Time Had by All. Then comes Cold Blood, still on hold while second last, and it's out 4.5 to the trailer, Cheech Thunder. The race past the half-mile pole. First finish line in use here. Up front, the leader is still Bit Growth, only narrowly. Chepstow moves alongside second. Chiseled's had a good run of it for Paco Lopez. Racing third while tipping into the clear and going after the favorite right now. Here's Chiseled making a move at Chepstow at the 3 furlong point. Good Time Had by All swings into action 3 wide. Stretch of another 5 to Cheech Thunder, and Cold Blood drops out last as they run to the top of the stretch. 3 horses across the track. Zayas is pleading for Chepstow to quicken, but he's not quickening. He's getting outpaced by both Chiseled, and on the outside, Good Time Had by All. Cheech Thunder is fourth with the short stretch to work with, and may turn home. Up top, Chiseled has the lead. Good Time Had by All is second. Chepstow dead game third. Cheech Thunder fourth. Final furlong, Chiseled now getting away a bit. He leads it by a length and a half. From the outside, Good Time Had by All. Here's Cheech Thunder with a late say. The winner is Chiseled. Chepstow second. I think Cheech Thunder gets third from Good Time Had by All fourth in 146 flat. The complexion of today's first race changed noticeably when Bit Growth was sent hard for the top, taking Chepstow out of his game and allowing number 2 Chiseled to get the best trip. He kicks on for the victory under Paco Lopez, for trainer Fernando Abreu, and owners GTG Racing and Intuition Stable. Second 3 Chepstow ahead of the 1 Cheech Thunder, who rallied late to get up for third. To the second race we go, race number 2 at 5.5 furlongs, maidens of the special weight variety. These are 3-year-old fillies. A field of 7, betting favorite number 5, My Miss Tappin'. And they're off. A step slow to begin, both Valiant Princess and Ecliptical's Rosette. Good start from the rail for Defy, who heads off for the lead. Further up, comes away with speed. Up on the outside, Charan is now racing from third. Little Christina's in tight and moving through now to be a joint third. Stretch of another 2 to Ecliptical's Rosette, who's raced up to take third last. Second last is the favorite, My Miss Tappin', while needing to get a move on. And 5 to the trailer. The trailer is Valiant Princess. Around the far turn through the opening quarter in 22 and 2. At 5 to 2, Defy and Alberto Delgado at the 5/16, lead it by 4. Filler up is racing second. Here's a move from My Miss Tappin', sharply into second while 4 wide. Ecliptical's Rosette is down toward the rail with a 1/4 mile left to go. Defy trying to seal the deal, have to deal with the first timer from the Pletcher Shed Row. My Miss Tappin', who takes up the slack second. Down on the inside, and Ecliptical's Rosette third. Past the furlong pole, Defy has the lead, but for how long, as My Miss Tappin' is rolling by. My Miss Tappin' and John Velasquez kick clear inside the 16th pole. My Miss Tappin' on to score. Defy well clear for second, ahead of Charan, who was third. Then Ecliptical's Rosette and Valiant Princess up for 5th in 105 flat. Nice debut performance from the daughter of Tappin', My Miss Tappin', who closes down the center of the course to win going away under jockey John Velasquez for trainer Todd Pletcher and Mathis Stable. Second was 1 Defy, ahead of 7 Charan, who ran third. We'll take a brief time out. When we come back, plenty of great racing action left. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back for the third race at 1 mile over the turf. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. A field of 6 went postward. The betting favorite, number 3, Front Row Debbie. And they're off. Good start for Front Row Debbie, who springs out to take the lead. Leroy's Mommy has speed. Vanishing Lady's not far away. She'll land third early. Way out in the center is Oscura, then in front of Jennifer's Legacy. And Majestic Trick will be last of all as Oscura's very wide on the course, and Leroy's Mommy pokes through to take a narrow lead. It's Leroy's Mommy in front 3 parts of a length now. Front Row Debbie is racing second well in the 2-path, and it's the team of Jennifer's Legacy and Vanishing Lady ahead of Oscura, who's 5th, and unhurried at the back, the trailer Majestic Trick. They're paired off as they run to the backstretch through a 23-3 opening quarter speed. Leroy's Mommy leads narrowly. Front Row Debbie on the outside second. Racing third is Vanishing Lady. At the inside fourth is Jennifer's Legacy. Followed along by the team at the back, Majestic Trick and Oscura. Separated by 3.5 lengths in the run to the half-mile pole. Leroy's Mommy leads only narrowly. Front Row Debbie on the outside second through a 47.5 mile. Down inside, Jennifer's Legacy needs room from third under Jose Ortiz. Montalvo keeps her bracketed in with Vanishing Lady, who's racing only a length and a half behind. Second last is Oscura, and Majestic Trick is in touch. She'll also need a way through, last of all, as they run around the far turn and start to quicken the pace. Up front, Leroy's Mommy has the lead. From third, Vanishing Lady the first to come under pressure. Jennifer's Legacy trying to work into the clear as Front Row Debbie takes over. Oscura is next, to Majestic Trick from the back as they turn in. Here's Jennifer's Legacy to take a crack at Front Row Debbie. Majestic Trick chiming into it under Carlos Hernandez from third. Final furlong, Jennifer's Legacy puts ahead in front. Back to second is Front Row Debbie, but she's still battling on. Jennifer's Legacy short lead. Jennifer's Legacy won. Jennifer's Legacy from Front Row Debbie, then Majestic Trick at 134.4. Game performance from number 3, Front Row Debbie, but number 2, Jennifer's Legacy, had more in the tank, and she prevails for a hard-fought victory under Jose Ortiz for trainer Phil Serpy and owners Wellspring Stables. Second was 3, Front Row Debbie, ahead of the 5, Majestic Trick, who ran third. To the fourth race we go with 7 furlongs over the main track. Scratch number 2, White Gold. These were allowance optional claiming horses, and for a price tag of $75,000, heavily backed all the way on the outside, number 6, Nona Bella. And they're off. Favorite was away well, Nona Bella from an outside gate, but quickly up to take the lead is Ascertained. These two go 2 lengths better than Worth Avenue, who's out of their third. Off the inside, Corporate Queen is now 4th, and My Cousin Martha last of all as they exit the chute. Up front, Ascertained leads at a half a length. Nona Bella on the chase in second. 2.5 to Worth Avenue, who travels along third. From the inside, Corporate Queen on hold 4th, and 3 to the trailer, My Cousin Martha. 23 seconds for the opening quarter time. It's just an ordinary pace in the run to the half-mile pole, and Ascertained leads Nona Bella by a neck. Nona Bella keyed up for Johnny V, trying to get a bit closer. In fact, she goes to put ahead in front. Worth Avenue is racing from third. Corporate Queen has dropped off the mark, about 6.5 lengths off the pace setter, and 2 clear of My Cousin Martha. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Nona Bella has a narrow lead, but Ascertained battles right back through a 46-second half mile. From third and Worth Avenue, running on 4th is My Cousin Martha, then Corporate Queen with a 1/4 mile left to go. Up top, Nona Bella leads narrowly, but she's traveling awfully well. Under a full-out drive is Ascertained second. From the back in My Cousin Martha as they turn in. Nona Bella now has to quicken and clears now by a length and a half. Ascertained second, Corporate Queen putting in a good late run third, trying to get into second with My Cousin Martha. Final furlong, Nona Bella a bit green, shifting ground, but has the lead. Corporate Queen is rolling, but time's ticking away, and the winner is Nona Bella by a length in the end. Corporate Queen with good late energy to get second, ahead of Ascertained third, then My Cousin Martha and Worth Avenue in 124.3. Nona Bella remains undefeated in 2 starts, and she wins impressively here today under jockey John Velasquez for trainer Todd Pletcher and Rapoli Stable. Second, number 1, Corporate Queen, ahead of the 4, Ascertained, who ran third. To the 5th race now, 7.5 furlongs over the turf, maidens of the special weight variety. Scratch number 8, Summer 054, a field of 7. Favorites were 2, Spite Swiftly, and 7, 2 Exaharis. And they're off. Cosmo Storpio missed the start, and Liquid Aloha was slow away. Good start for Spite Swiftly, who's out for the yearly lead. From the outside, Homewood Field comes away racing second. Two Hexaharis, a bit keen while dropping over to try to land third. He'll have to save ground later on in the race as he's 3 wide right now. Then down on the inside goes Rangers coming to move into third, and only a length and a half off the lead as they start to back down the early pace. Cosmo Scorpio is third last. Second last is Fifth Title, and Liquid Aloha last of all as they run into the backstretch. It's Spite Swiftly through the opening quarter in 24 and 3. Two Exaharis turning up the pressure in the two-path second. It's a length and a half back to Homewood Field, who's now third. Rangers coming as fourth. Cosmo Scorpio is fifth. Fifth Title down at the inside. And then it's a gap of another 5 or 6 lengths to the trailer. The trailer continues to be Liquid Aloha. They make their way past the half mile and move to the far turn. Spite Swiftly leads by a length. On the outside, two Exaharis is second. Homewood Field is now third. Rangers coming as fourth. Cosmo Scorpio is fifth. Second last is Fifth Title, and trailing is Liquid Aloha after a 47 and 4 half mile. They run to the top of the stretch. Spite Swiftly has the lead by a length and a half. Two Exaharis is all in. Off cover, here's Homewood Field with the shot for Rosario as they turn for home. Spite Swiftly by 2 lengths. Homewood Field, the only one with the chance, and he's coming on well. Well clear of two Exaharis third. Homewood Field trying to get Spite Swiftly. Wires coming. Spite Swiftly. Homewood Field. Spite Swiftly. Spite Swiftly and Jose Lescano held firm to win it from Homewood Field in 128 and 1. Nice performance today from number 2, Spite Swiftly, who takes him every step of the way under jockey Jose Lescano for trainer Mark Cassie and Live Oak Plantation. Second 6, Homewood Field ahead of the 7-2 Exaharis, well clear of the rest while running third. The early pick 4, $39.85. The early pick 5, $257.10. 4 out of 5, $4.90. Don't go away. We'll take a brief time out. When we come back, we'll bring you the Friday Rainbow Six right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm. From the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 over the turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. This race started the Rainbow Six with a pool of more than $500,000. Scratch the 10, Frisky Magician. Favorites included 5, Party All Night Long, and 8, Morning Brew. And they're off. From the outside, Starship Wildcat and Grand the Man, the first 2 to begin. From Jive Daddy, who comes away racing in third. More Mia's out of there fourth and 3 lengths behind. Then it's the veteran Party All Night Long. Sandwiched between horses is Congressional Storm. Morning Brew is 3 wide. Stretch of 2 to Bonsai Charge, and Forced Motion will have to pass them all with less than half a mile to go. Up front, Starship Wildcat crossed over from the 9 post and leads the way by a length and a half. Grand the Man and More Mia second and third, then Jive Daddy and Morning Brew. Party All Night Long in range about 3.5 lengths off the lead, 2 better than Force Motion. Plummeting to last, Congressional Storm passed by Bonsai Charge as they run to the top of the stretch. Starship Wildcat, the one to run down off the turn with a 3-length lead. More Mia second, Jive Daddy third. Down the center is Party All Night Long. Inside that final furlong, and Starship Wildcat continues to find up top. He leads by 3. More Mia's trying to hold on to second. Here's Bonsai Charge with a late run. Starship Wildcat all the way. Bonsai Charge second, very close for third. 3-way go between Force Motion, More Mia, and Jive Daddy in 54 and 3. Number 9, Starship Wildcat blitzed right to the top and never looked back in race 6 today under jockey Jose Lescano for trainer Ruben Gracida and Rancho Alegre LLC. Second, number 3, Bonsai Charge, ahead of number 4, More Mia, who narrowly held on to be third. On now to race number 7, the start of the late pick 5, 1 mile over the main track. Maiden Claimers in for a $25,000 price tag. Scratch number 3, Assaulter, a field of 7. The betting favorite was number 4, Laps. And they're off. Bounced around at the beginning with Summer Causeway at the back. Good start for Champions Maternal and a good start for Taken to Church. They're the first 2 out. Gazprom comes away in the top flight with Track Shill just to his inside. Followed inside by Laps, who joins the vanguard to race about 4 lengths off the lead. And the 2 lagging behind are Hainsome and Summer Causeway. Out of the chute they run with less than 6 furlongs to negotiate. The leader, Champions Maternal, 3 parts of a length through a 24-3 opening quarter. Taken to church accompanies him from second. Racing from third, that's Track Shill. Then fourth is Laps. First timers are third and fourth. Gazprom is fifth, 5 clear of Hainsome, and then it's another 5 to Summer Causeway, just not keeping up right now. They make their way to the half-mile pole, and up front, the leader, Champions Maternal by a neck, taken to church is second. Track Shills had a good run of it behind the speed under Jorge Ruiz. Laps is worked on by Luis Saez, trying to get a response there from fourth. 2 back to Gazprom in fifth, then Hainsome and Summer Causeway. 3/8 of a mile to go. Up front, Champions Maternal in the 2-path, taken to church along the rail. They're still in lockstep. From third, it's Track Shill trying to gain ground on the top speed. 2 back to Laps. He's been fully driven for a quarter of a mile now. He's not gaining. He's not lost any ground either. Followed by Hainsome. Then comes Summer Causeway and Gazprom as they turn in. Track Shill on the outside up to take the lead at 11-1 now. Back to second, taken to church, still right there. Champions Maternal is next. Then comes Laps and Hainsome. Through the final furlong, Jorge Ruiz and Track Shill slowly edging away. Game is taken to church, but second best he is to Track Shill, who wins it by 2. Taken to church second, Champions Maternal third. There's a photo for fourth involving Hainsome and Laps in 140 flat. Sent off at 11-1 in the career unveiling, number 6, Track Shill, takes advantage of a nice trip and wears down the pace setters to get the win under jockey Jorge Ruiz for Brazil Stables and Angel Penna Jr. 5 taken to church, dead game to be second ahead of the 8 Champions Maternal, who ran third. To the 8th race now at a mile on turf, race 8. Flamers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 4, Sanad, a field of 8. Favorites included 1, Menahune, and 6, Palme d'Or. And they're off. From the center, Palme d'Or gets the first call. Moving out the rail, that's Menahune to show speed. These two get acquainted and work a length and a half better than English Mahavir, who races from third. Down inside and racing on next goes Leverkusen with Sweets on the outside. In between horses, that's Simon the Serenian. Off heels was Roar for More, then Forever Die as they run around the first turn. Up front now, the leader is Menahune, clearly leads it by a length. Palme d'Or is second. Down at the inside, English Mahavir is on hold third. Sweets on the outside fourth. Then Simon the Serenian racing a bit keen for Juarez fifth, about 4 lengths behind. Roars More is next, followed by Leverkusen and Forever Die and Richard Mitchell last of all, as they're about 5.5 lengths from first to last through the opening quarter in 25-1. Menahune allowed to get an easy opening quarter and leads narrowly from Palme d'Or second. Sweets is stuck 3 wide third. At the inside, it's English Mahavir fourth. Simon the Serenian pokes between horses in fifth, then Leverkusen and Forever Die. And 3 wide at the back is Roars More as they go past the half mile in 50 seconds flat. Around the far turn they go. Menahune still has the lead. Palme d'Or continues to press in second. Sweets is third. English Mahavir is fourth and given the green light to march forward if good enough. Then back to Simon the Serenian and Leverkusen. Forever Die is last alongside Roars More as the top 2 start to get away a bit. Palme d'Or colors Menahune for the top. Racing from third, English Mahavir to the inside of Sweets. Leverkusen swung to the center for a late say inside the final furlong. Up top, it's Menahune on top by 2. Leverkusen takes a late say, and it's a good one. Here's Leverkusen closing at Menahune. Leverkusen going away. Menahune second, third, Sweets fourth. Inside to Palme d'Or, then fifth, Forever Die in 137-1. Number 3, Leverkusen closes down the center of the racetrack to get the victory in today's 8th race. The fact that he was a 3-year-old did not prove a problem for the son of Divine Park and give Jorge Ruiz his second winner of the afternoon. Owned by Carlos Munoz and trained by Javier Negrete, Leverkusen set off at 7-2. Number 1, Menahune ran second ahead of 9, Sweets third. 6, Palme d'Or finished fourth. On now to race number 9 at a mile and an eighth over the turf. Today's 9th race. Scratch number 5, Nipigon. Scratch the 6, Montclair. An allowance optional claiming event. The favorites included 4, Security Risk, and 7, Jay Gatsby. And they're off. From the inside, Ice Cutter begins the best. Security Risk will accompany him in the early stages. These two move 2 better than the rest, led by Red Rifle. From the outside, Designed for War, and Jay Gatsby and John Velasquez set up shop at the back of the pack as Jose Ortiz opens the throttle on Security Risk to lead the race into the first turn and on top by a length and a half. Ice Cutter second, Designed for War third, Red Rifle fourth, and Jay Gatsby is fifth and last as they round the first turn. Security Wrist, out where he likes to be. He leads it by a length and a quarter. Ice Cutter in hand by Paco Lopez second. Then it's Red Rifle securing inside position for Javier Castellano third. A bit keen, tugging his way into a joint second now. Designed for War, parked 3 wide in this race under Gaffleone. And trailing the field is Jay Gatsby unhurried through an opening quarter in a very relaxed 25-2. Up front, Security Wrist has had everything his own way through a 50 1/2 mile. He has the lead by a length. Red Rifle second, Ice Cutter third. Jay Gatsby runs into a pocket with Design for War on his outside, separated by 2.5 in the run to the far turn. Ortiz off the fence, trying to trick the inside running Red Rifle, but that didn't work, so Security Wrist maintains the lead. Castellano did have to tap on the brakes, though, as he wanted outside with Red Rifle. Meanwhile, Jay Gatsby got the rail spot. Out wide on the course is Ice Cutter, then Designed for War. After 3 quarters in 1:14.1, they run to the top of the stretch. Security Wrist still has the lead. He'll have to deal with Jay Gatsby, and the classy horse switches into the clear to try to track down the leader after 3 quarters in 1:14.1. It's Security Wrist still in front, but Jay Gatsby comes to call. Jay Gatsby at Security Wrist. Security Wrist is extra game. Jay Gatsby right alongside. Jay Gatsby wins. Security Wrist with a great run second, Red Rifle third, then Designed for War in 1:48.2. Well, jockey Jose Ortiz did everything he could aboard Security Wrist to hold on for the victory, but number 7, Jay Gatsby's just too much racehorse, and he wears down the leader to get the score, giving John Velasquez his 3rd winner of the afternoon. Jimmy Jerkins trained the son of Giants Causeway for owner Joe Allen. Number 4, Security Wrist was second ahead of the 1, Red Rifle, who ran third. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll bring you the Late Daily Double up next.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for the 10th race on the program. First half of the Late Daily Double, an allowance optional claiming event with a field of 7. This was a super open race. 6 of the 7 horses within half a point in the wagering. And they're off. The gray Grand Billy bounces away well. He's Got Talent is showing speed. French Quarter comes away in the top flight. These 3 are quickest. Fast Friar is away racing in 4th. Then down inside goes Springmeyer. Stretch of 2.5 to the 2 at the back. Deep Sea and Yellow Chips. The race to the half-mile pole. He's Got Talent and Amisael Jaramillo lead 3 parts of a length. Grand Billy in the 3 path in between horses. It's French Quarter. They work 3 better than Springmeyer, who's taking in the action while racing from 4th. To his outside is Fast Friar. They went 22 flat for the opening quarter speed. It's still 5 to the 2 at the back, Deep Sea and Yellow Chips. They've gone quickly as they run to the top of the stretch, and French Quarter from between horses seems to have won the speed duel with the other 2. Led on the backhand by Springmeyer, coming on Fast Friar and Yellow Chips, but French Quarter's the one to beat. Well, the opening half mile went in 44-4, and French Quarter sets sail for the money under Nick Juarez and leads it by 3. He's Got Talent. Grand Billy down the outside, a late run coming from Yellow Chips, but still French Quarter in front. He's wandering, but he's also well clear. Give it to French Quarter in front by 3.5 in the end. Deep Sea's going to get up from last to get second ahead of He's Got Talent third, 4th Grand Billy in 1:10.1. It was an open race on the board, but it was not an open race inside the final furlong as number 3, French Quarter, survives the early duel, puts away the speed challenges, and holds off the closers under jockey Nick Juarez for trainer John Mateen and owner Howard Walton. 1 Deep Sea from last to get second ahead of 2 He's Got Talent, who was resurgent late and got third. 11th and final race brings out maiden claimers on the turf and for a price tag of $20,000. Scratch the 2 Visky Jones, a field of 11. Favorites were 5 Mojo Rising, 7 Rediscovered. And runners away. Good start in the center from Mojo Rising. Up on the outside, here's Fitzwilliam Darcy sent hard for the lead. Outside of him goes Dividend, and outside of him is Charlie Atlas. Away racing in fourth is Disco Man, working ahead of Rediscover, who will be a bit wide through the first turn. In between horses goes Leroy's Image with Mojo Rising down toward the inside. Stretch of another 3 lengths back to My What About Me, then Never Burn a Copy. She's third last. Second last and outside is Dawn Patrol, and the early trailer is You Are Flatter. To the backstretch they race, and up top, Fitzwilliam Darcy leads 3 parts of length. Dividend on the outside is second, racing from third. That's Disco Man. Then Charlie Atlas is on the outside fourth. Rediscover parked wide again today, racing in fifth through an opening quarter in 23 flat. Mojo Rising is to his inside, 2 lengths better than Leroy's Image. You Are Flatter's out of last in front of Dawn Patrol, and at the back of the pack, the trailers now, My What About Me and Never Burn a Copy. The opening half mile was 46 and 4, testing pace being set, and Dividend takes over and leads by a length. From the outside and now racing in second is Charlie Atlas. Disco Man has a chance on third. From fourth and Mojo Rising with Rediscover, then Leroy's Image with a quarter of a mile left to go. Still many chances. Dividend turns first with the lead. Ruiz trying to keep Sayas in with Rediscover, who is working into the clear. Up the inside and Disco Man over the top and Leroy's Image. Still many chances. Rediscover surging to a short lead. Disco Man in tight with Dividend, but Rediscover surges to the front. Rediscover wins. How about Disco Man for second, Leroy's Image third. Too close after that. Maybe Charlie Atlas over Dividend in 129 and 1. Number 7, Rediscover, finally gets the elusive first victory under jockey Luis Sayas for owner-trainer David Jacobson. Does it at 8-5. Good run from the 1 Disco Man to get second ahead of the 6 Leroy's Image, who finished third. 11 Dividend completes the super. The Elite Pick 5 today hit for $2,022.35. Fans, this is important. We had multiple winners in the Rainbow Six. 20-cent return is $4,771.96. And that means tomorrow afternoon there'll be a guaranteed pool of $600,000.
And that's a wrap for us here this Friday afternoon at Gulfstream Park. The racing action starts at 12 noon tomorrow with 13 races and 2 stakes races. Come out and join us on Saturday at Gulfstream Park. We'll see you then.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.